and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you? My name is Eleftheria, and feel free to leave a comment in the conversation, and I will do my best to answer it. First of all, a shout out to Jeff, who was the first one that came into this live stream. I have to tell you guys that I haven't done a live stream for a long time now. I'm a bit nervous, but I hope that it will be okay. Please let me know if you can hear me well, because I have changed some things on my settings and I'm not sure if you can hear me really well, so that would be helpful. Alright, if you're new here, maybe you also not really sure about what we are about to do, but I have asked you both on Twitter and here on YouTube to send me your website, a link of it. It can be like wherever, it can be on GitHub, on codepen, or wherever you feel free to do so, and you can send it in this form right here. I have this form in the description box, so feel free to check it now, and you can send me there your URL and I will do a free review on your website. So today we are actually going to do 3 reviews. 2 of them are going to be on portfolios, and one of them is going to be a social network. So I'm really looking forward into that. And as I can see, we have some more viewers here. So hi, hello, how are you guys? Thank you very much for watching. Alright, again, please, if you can hear me, please let me know, so I'm not talking on my own. Just say hi, we can hear you, or something like that. It would be awesome. Alright guys, let's start with the first review, which is going to be by Pratik Singh, and I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. First of all, this is a beautiful portfolio. I've already checked it a little bit before this live stream, and I like the colors, I like that it's minimal, I like that it has like all the basic information. So let's start reviewing like one by one. And the first thing that you usually want to see in a portfolio, it's the name and the job. So I can see those 2 things here, which is amazing. And also it says I'm from India, and now I can see on the comments that we have some people from India, so this is also like kind of cool. So the first thing that you see is that one. Now the second thing that I would love to do is to be able to copy something. Like for example, I want to be able to copy the name so I can search it on my own on Google, because this is something that a hiring manager or a boss will do. But here in this case I cannot. Like I'm trying to click the name, but I can't. So this is like a minor thing that I would prefer to be a bit different, and I can do that here. So I can click the name here, so I can copy that in another tab, but it would be maybe a little bit better if I could also do that here, and I cannot. Other than that, I like how it starts. After that, we have the about section and a few words from Pratik. It says code is like love to me. It starts with clear intentions at the beginning, but it can get complicated. I also like that quote because it's quite unique. So some people like write some let's say some stuff that you can find everywhere. They're a bit cliche, and they are writing things such as I started coding when I was like 12 or 13 years old, which I mean, yes, it's cool, but you don't want to brag so much in your portfolio. Either like in interviews, you don't want to brag there either, but you have to be unique so the other person will remember you. And I think that with this quote, they will remember you. Now the other thing here is that we have an image. I like that image, I like that photo, but I think that I would prefer a photo in a more neutral environment. So maybe that background could be white or something else, because I can see here some flowers and some stuff like that, some stairs, and I think that I would prefer something more minimal, but this is my personal opinion. And then the other thing is that it says here, check out my resume. This, because it's blue, I think, or I thought that I could click on it, but I can't. So I think that the problem here is that see, I can't click on it, but because it's blue, I have that intention to click on it to see the resume, and I can't. So probably what Pratik meant was that go on LinkedIn, on GitHub, or on Twitter to check my resume. But I would prefer here to see your resume, and then if I wanted, I could go to all these like other sites, which is kind of cool. I like that you have your social media here. Now let's continue a little bit more. So we have what I know, my skills, and we start with C++, JavaScript, C, and some other technologies. I like those technologies too, by the way. Here I'm not sure I can understand, like I'm not very sure if you're better at C++, at JavaScript, or C, so maybe you want to find another way to show to the manager or somebody else, like, what is your main profession? Do you work more with C++, or do you work more, for example, with JavaScript? It's good to know your skills, but maybe I would prefer to know in what field you are better at. Other than that, again, this is kind of cool. It's minimal, and I can really understand what I see. We will continue with the portfolio, so it says check out a few of my works, and tap to check my portfolio. Most recent, we have the lifestyle store. Tap to browse an e-commerce website where users can register or log in and place their orders. It looks kind of cool. I cannot click on the image, I cannot hover on the image, it doesn't do anything, but I can click here, so I'm being transferred into let's say the main project. I like that it's opening in another tab and not on the main one here, so I like that it goes here. Let's quickly see that as well. Okay, I can see like all the details. It doesn't have like a lot of things, but again, it has like home, sign up, login, so I guess that this is a separate project, which is like, let's say, kind of cool. Okay, I see we have like another person in the chat. Hi Vasily. Okay, so we have here the projects. They are kind of cool. I like that style. I like that I can see a lot of information. Probably I would prefer to see the code that for now I can't see, but yeah, other than that, it's okay. So we have like some other projects here, like software is not enough, and a few words about that. Cool. Languages learned, it says 10. I would like to know, like, do you know these languages like really good? Have you made a lot of projects with them? So you could have a little bit like more of information here. And then question solved, like it says 500. Question solved about what and on what? Like, again, I would like to have some more information here, like what are those questions about? And then we have the social media, which is kind of cool, and the contact, which is something that I like, that you have your email so the other person can contact you like pretty quickly. Now let's also check how it looks on a mobile phone, and we will check how it looks on an iPhone 6, 7, and 8 Plus. Let's see if it's responsive, and I will quickly refresh it, because sometimes it sucks when it doesn't refresh. Oh, and I can see that we have some more people on the chat. Hi Chris, how are you? I hope that everyone is fine. And again, guys, if you want me to review your own project, just search in the description box. I have a link with a Google form, and you can leave me there your project, so I will do the review there. Alright, so let's continue now on a mobile phone. And again, I think that it looks kind of cool. I don't think that I would change anything here, so you can see everything, because in some other projects the problem is that you cannot see everything. People forget to add some stuff, or sometimes they are like cut it, they are trimmed, so they are not very responsive. But here, like, I don't have any issue. And yep, maybe here it's a little bit cut, but it is because it hasn't like refreshed properly, because I checked it before and it was quite okay. So that was our first project. Let's continue with the second one, because as I said, we have like 3 websites to check, and I think that we will continue. Let's click that one. So we will continue with that one. And this is a website with headphones. Now this person sent me that website because he had some issues with responsiveness, and he's Roy Zaks. Again, I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correct. Okay, Vasily, now I see your comment, and Vasily says he needs to add more padding, I think. Yep, I think that's quite true, but maybe it is because the page didn't refresh properly, because I did checked before the live stream, and it was quite okay. Like, he didn't have any problems with the padding, so I think that this is okay. But now, as for that project, I know that this guy has some issues with the design and with the responsiveness. Also, that person told me that he wants to sell that thing to a client, and I have quite a few things to say. If you want to sell something, it needs to be perfect. It needs to be like really perfect, because the other person is going to give you their money, their hard-earned money, for a project that you did. So everything should be as best as it can be, and I feel that for this project we are missing some information. As I said, we're talking about headphones, so I would love to see more headphones. We only have 3, and okay, maybe this is an example, but you know, I want to see if I had like more headphones, how would they look? Would I have to scroll down? Would I have to scroll left or right to see them? And the other thing is that if I click on them, I want maybe to englare them, maybe I want to see some, again, more information, and I cannot do that. And on select, well, I don't think that this button looks very professional, and because it's also red, I'm not very sure about that. When you want the other person to take an action, red usually means no. We have connected in our minds with no, with something forbidden. So if you want to take an action, you should use blue, or maybe in some cases green. These are the 2 colors that I would suggest. Now about this red, I don't feel like clicking on that, and the main thing that your client wants is to sell things, and with that red, I'm not sure if he will do it. So as I said, add some more headphones so the other person like can see how it's going to look. Then also please do change the color, so this blue could be something like this red could be something like blue or anything like that, and let the user to englare the images. Okay, and now let's see, it has the about product, which should go, I guess, here, but it didn't. It goes here. I'm not sure why, but I really believe that it should go there. Maybe it's that responsiveness problem. And then when I click on video, again, I do believe that should go here. So again, I will click on video, and it just goes on the middle of the video. Probably the person who built that project didn't calculate that top space, but he should calculate that as well. And then the other thing is the pricings. I'm not sure if that should be on plural. I think that should be a single thing, so pricing, not pricings. I will click on that, and now I can see the price. Okay, this is quite okay, but I've already said what I would change. Then we continue to the sign up for our newsletter, and here the email is stuck on the newsletter. As Vasily said before, here is where we should add some padding. Here we truly need some padding, and then you have email here and email here, so you write at the same place the same thing twice. We don't really need that. Okay, and okay, what else? Then you have the submit. Let me also read your comments to see your suggestions. Chris says, I wish the 3 cards at the bottom would be placed at the top. Yes, Chris, that is actually quite good. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, these 3 cards, if they would be placed somewhere here in the top, I think that it would be like really a good thing, because when you try to buy headphones, the first thing that you want to see is obviously the headphones, and not other details that I'm not really sure what they are supposed to be, and you don't want to see a video. Maybe this video and these headphones could go inside the tab here, which is like not implemented. Okay. Yep. And hello people, I now saw the conversation. Sorry about that. Okay, then we will continue with the privacy terms and contacts. Okay, I'm not sure again if this should be in plural or in single. Maybe contact is better than contacts. I will click on privacy, and I will click on terms and contacts, and let's see what we have here. It takes some time to load, but I don't think that this is a problem of the website. I think that this is a problem because like I'm live streaming on the same time, and that's why my internet isn't like perfect. Okay, so although I did click on the last card, which was like the privacy, it opened the same card, and I feel that even where here I clicked on terms, I think that again I have like the same problem, so there are no terms, and when I clicked on the last link, which was contacts, again I didn't get anything new. Vasilis also said he could delete both email text and just type your email as a placeholder. Yes, this is also like a clever choice of words. Like, people already know why you want to have that text box. Like, they know that you can insert your email, but I think that it could be like a little bit more polite if, as Vasily said, like be or have like a placeholder with your email, you know, something like that. Okay, let me try to change that to see the responsiveness. Okay, so now I can see the problem. The other person has to scroll left or right to see everything, which obviously isn't like the best solution. And even here, like at pricings, you can see that we're missing some stuff right here. Okay, so the video is okay, but again the other person has to scroll. And okay, here you have done like a nice job, and you can see the cards one below the other, so this is okay. Now here for the sign up newsletter, as I said earlier, we do have some kind of issues, like the email and submit. That should change. It's very hard to type your email if you are like in a mobile phone, so imagine you're a mobile phone, it's really hard to slide that thing and type your email, so do also have that in mind. So before we continue to the third website, I would suggest you to change the colors, like switch from that red color to something else, and also change the color here on the buttons. Obviously make the links for privacy terms and not contacts, that should be not in plural but in single form, and add more information. As the people from the chat suggested, move those things up like somewhere here, and also change that email. You don't want to write email here or email here, just have it as a placeholder. Okay, and then obviously you should fix the responsiveness things, but yeah, that's all for that website. So let's continue to the third one, and the third one, it is a social network. So again guys, if you have like any suggestion or addition about that social network thing, let me know in the comments. And this is like a simple social network. It is built with Python and Java. I think that this is the first project that this person has built in these technologies. So he wanted like my opinion. There are a few things obviously that could be improved, because we have in mind social networks such as Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, that they obviously have a lot of things, and you wouldn't expect from a newbie to have like all of those things, but again you would like to see some more stuff. At least this is like my opinion. Let's start from the top part, which you have your network. Obviously here you need to give your social network a name, so it can be just network, like it should be Facebook, Instagram or your own name. And then you have your old posts, login and register. Usually when we are talking about something professionally, we don't have both login and register. We usually have like only one of those stuff. So I cannot post anything if I'm not logged in, but I can see other people's posts. I guess that this social network is about posting stuff. So I can see here the name and here the username. Usually you don't want to see both of those things. You don't need both of those info. You just need the name or the username. And then you have like some text and when it is like posted. I would prefer to have that in a more minimal form, maybe with a smaller font size and maybe on the right part, maybe somewhere here, because this is quite big and my focus shouldn't be here, but it should be here. So I would suggest you either to make this font size a little bit bigger or make this font size a little bit smaller so I know where to look at. Yes, you do have like a different color. The one is black and the other one is gray, but you could also make that change with the font size. I think that it would be better for you. And I can also see the likes. Again, I cannot like if I'm not logged in or registered, but we will do that in a bit. So yes, I can see like everything here and it's scrolling nice. We have previews, which is great because I don't have anything there, and I can also have the next button. The whole structure, it is quite simple, but I think that it is effective. So although I clicked on a next, I'm not sure if it went to the next page. No, it didn't. Maybe there is not any other page. I'm not sure about that, but I will check it again in a bit. So let's try to log in. Okay, let's say that I am L and my password is, I have no idea what my password is. It says invalid username and or password. So it says don't have an account, register here. Now I would like to see here two things quite differently. The first one would be I wanted to see something like did you forget your password? So I could go there and you know, just log in if I have forgotten my password and I do have registered before it. The other thing is that this whole structure could be a little bit more minimal, because I've already saw that the previous things that here on all posts, they were quite minimal, so I would prefer here something more simple. Like you don't need that gray place here. You just need the username and the password, and that's it. And also the invalid username and or password. Again, you could be more specific. Which is the invalid? Is it the username or the password? I'm pretty sure that my password was incorrect because the username, it's L. I know that because like I registered before here, but now I honestly like don't remember my password, so we're going to register once again. And again, people in the comments, if you have like any suggestion, feel free to do so. Now on the register form, I can see that you have again this style with a dark gray placeholder. That personally I don't like it that much. I think that you could stick to white or you could stick to that background color. You don't need so many details here. Oh, and the other thing is that I don't like that much that green color, and this is because there is not a big difference in the color. There is not a lot of contrast, so maybe someone that he can see very well, maybe it's a little bit hard for him to check the login here. Okay, so let's register once again. I'm going to register with Ellie, last name, let's say Ellie, username Ellie, email Ellie. Okay, this is not my email obviously, but let's see if I can register. Okay, so I have Ellie and the password is 1234. So if I forgot the password, like, let me know. Okay, it says email not valid. Okay, so maybe I should give a different email. Okay, let's go with that one, and let's go again the same password. what's in your mind? Okay, cool. So now I can post. Let's post that, hey, this is a live stream, and I will post it. Okay, and we do have it. It says, hey, this is a live stream. That's cool. And I cannot like my own post. Okay, I cannot delete my posts. Yup, so I cannot interact with my own post, but I can like other people's posts, and now this is green. Okay, this is kind of cool. And I have this following button, so post from users you follow. I don't have anyone. Let's see if I can follow somebody. Okay, now I see also the comment section that you guys says maybe the inputs could be separated into groups. This is also like a good advice. Yes, because usually we do see the inputs that are categorized, so maybe this is also good advice. But yeah, thank you for that. I haven't thought of that. Let's see what else we can do. I will go here and I will click on follow. Okay, so now I do follow that person, which is actually myself, and I'm going to the following, and now I can see that person. Okay, this is cool. So yep, pretty much that's it with this social network. I would suggest you, as I said, to keep some things such as the forgotten password. Maybe add for the login and the registration the social media things, which means that the other person can log in with Facebook, with Google and stuff like that. And as the person in the comment, as the person like in the conversation said, maybe you can also group some fields so it's easier for the user. And also another great thing that you could do is to have your own info. So you are the person that built that social network, so maybe I would also like to see some information about yourself. You could have like an info button or an about section, or you could have your own social media things, and that would be also kind of cool. So let's also very quickly check how it looks on a mobile phone. But my my main things, I think that I said everything that I wanted to say about this social network website. Okay, now that I can see it on a mobile form, it also looks kind of okay, so I wouldn't change anything here. I guess it's kind of good. I can see everything again. So yeah, that was it, guys. I don't know if you have like anything else that you would like me to add or to say. Again, feel free to say anything, and please don't forget that in the description box you can find a link so you can submit your own projects, and I will freely do a review on them. Alright guys, that was it. Like, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you are having a beautiful day. I hope that you are enjoying your weekend. Stay home, stay safe, and see you really soon with more reviews. Bye guys!